Big SEC guys, we are back, and today we're talking Florida Gators. I think this team's going to be really good this year, Joe. How you feeling?
Lot of alligators popping up on our position preview episodes.
Gosh, the position preview: Gator at quarterback, Gator at running back, Gator top O line ranking, Gator top D line ranking. We did those positionals, so folks, we ranked. If you haven't watched them, go back, watch, like, and subscribe. Right, all that good stuff. We did rankings for every position group in the SEC, and I mean, the Gators kept popping up, Joe. Everywhere I
Surprisingly, I
looked,
mean,
Florida Gator.
surprisingly, it wasn't like I went into it expecting to find just player after player from Florida being pretty good. Um,
No, no, I reflected and thought, "This might be a pretty good football team." I mean, if you've got a top 5 offensive line, a top 5 defensive line, a top 5 quarterback, and a top 5 running back, that might be a pretty good football team in the old SEC, Joe.
yeah,
Recipe
that's
for success.
that's a good recipe to win in this conference.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Billy Napier fan, and
Yeah,
I've
agreed.
already caught some grief from some of the listeners about liking Billy Napier. They have a short memory and obviously don't remember all the fine work he put in Tuscaloosa while he was under Coach Saban. But I, uh, I think it's pretty apparent that the kids like playing for him because they have had just brutal schedule after brutal schedule since he's been there,
Yeah,
and every year they they've gotten a little bit better, and every year they are playing hard, even though it's obvious they're no longer in the hunt for the conference title. No longer in the hunt for a playoff, no longer in the hunt for a New Year's Day bowl or anything like that, and yet, the year, what's happening, Billy Napier's Alligators have somebody in their sights
they're up for the
and are
challenge.
giving somebody just the absolute business that they aren't supposed to be doing. So,
Yeah, and he's a football guy. Like, we all watched the SEC documentary on Netflix Any Given Saturday, good documentary.
yeah.
Napier's a football you watch that, like, Clark Lee, football guy. Billy Napier, football guy.
Mhm.
Brian Kelly,
Super
loser.
impressed. I know we're talking Florida, but Clark
Yeah,
Lee, I didn't know just from what you see on the sidelines, I didn't know
that
he
guy's
had
the
that
man.
dog in him like that, dude. Like,
That guy's the
he
man.
is a he is a football guy.
He is a football guy. Well, let's save that for the Vanderbilt
Yeah, we will.
episode, but there's a
It
tease.
had to be addressed. He doesn't come off like that in press conferences or in media days, but that footage of him with his team, I like
That
that
guy's a
guy.
dog. Yeah,
Yeah,
me too,
yeah.
me too. But I mean, I liked Billy Napier in the documentary. I thought, "This is a football guy. This guy's the man. This guy's getting them motivated, getting them fired up," and
Billy Napier can coach football. I'm sorry. He can
yeah,
coach football.
he can
He
he's
had
a
to take
football
a
coach.
horrendous situation over him for him, and they have
And you're right.
improved.
We'll, uh, we'll take a look at Florida's depth chart. We'll take a look at the schedule. Joe, the schedule's brutal year after year. This year, no exception. I mean, that we'll get into it. We'll get into key games and pick the schedule, but this is an absolute brutal slate of games. I mean, this is punishing.
It is. It is. Yeah, I know when I tried to make my, like, games of note, and I started going through it, and I was like, "Oh, they play 12 games, and I've done 8." It's like I've got
Yeah.
8 games out as key critical games. That's not good. Like,
My best case, worst case is gonna be hilarious because it's gonna be the biggest spread of of any team we do
yeah,
this season.
I've got a pretty big spread too. Yep.
It's gonna be a large spread. Alright, let's start at the top.
13
Um,
players, 13 returning starters.
yep, 13 returning starters. We've got 2 true sophomores, quarterback and running back. We've got DJ Lagway at quarterback, and we've got Jaden Baugh at running back.
Yep.
I love these 2. DJ Lagway, big bruiser, not a runner, he's a thrower, he's got an incredible arm. When they came in when he came in last year, he was awesome, he gave gave 'em a spark. And Val too, as a true freshman, he led the team in yards, and he's a bowling ball,
They
230,
kinda
he's a
came
runner.
on together. They kinda
Oh,
came
yeah,
on together, Florida's
they came
offense
on
started to
strong
click
together. Yep,
when they were back there together. So, it'll be really fun to see what they do in year 2. Lagway's
yeah.
gotta stay healthy.
That's always the issue. He's gotta stay healthy. I wanna see him run more. He's such a good athlete, but he doesn't run.
Well,
He just
that's so
launches.
like you said, he is a passer. However, you have
He's
to
a true
respect his
thrower.
legs because if he does pull it down, he can scoot.
He's a load.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
yeah,
you
he's a
don't wanna
big guy.
tackle a guy like that. Yeah, you don't wanna
Now,
tackle
well,
a
he's gonna
big
fall
guy
forward.
like that.
He's gonna fall forward. You're
100%.
not hitting him and knocking him back.
And Jaden Bow's a load. He's like I was looking at the depth chart the other day. He's
230, I
listed
think,
at, like,
isn't he?
232 or something. I mean, that's massive. You don't wanna tackle 240 and 230 all game. That's brutal.
He's a big boy, big boy. Um, whole
We love the
basically the whole
offensive.
offensive line back. I think they bring 4 or 5 back.
Yep, yeah, 4 of the
Probably the
5
best
back on
center.
the offensive line.
Yeah. Flip it
Now
back and forth between, Parker Brailsford at Bama and Slaughter at Florida, probably the best 2 centers, so pick your poison, right? Um,
yeah, yeah, Jake Slaughter's my number 1 center in the country, number 1 center in college football. So that's a good anchor. Good anchor on the line. Like the tackles, like Barber, like Lovett. The 2 inside guys are good too, George and Harris, so offensive line's really good. We mentioned it earlier, this is one of our top offensive lines in the SEC. And then the receivers, I mean, we know Eugene Wilson is the guy. I think he's gonna be really good this season.
Mhm.
And then you've got sort of a collection of 4 or 5 guys, one of which is the transfer, Sturdivant, so you've got
Where
some
did he
options
come
there.
from, Daniel?
I was just about to look that up. I was in my head, I couldn't remember. I think he was a West Coast guy. UCLA. Yeah, he was at
Okay.
UCLA last year.
He's a pretty big guy, 6'2", 213, had 300 yards receiving last year at UCLA.
Yeah, but it was the years before that he was so good. He was really good,
Yeah,
like, 2 or
23
3
had
years.
597.
What do you have the year before that? I think his freshman year, he was incredible.
Uh,
Am I remembering that right?
I'm just the site I'm on is only showing let's see, let me hit more stats and see if
I just pulled it up. Yeah, he had 800 yards and 7 touchdowns as a freshman at UCLA, so he was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Um,
Well, this is a year he's got if he wants to go I mean, you so he had 800 yards as a freshman, almost 600 as a sophomore, 300 last year. Was he hurt last year?
he must have gotten hurt, yeah, because he only had
Well,
22 catches.
you know what? Remember Brian Kelly left to go coach offense. Was it no, Chip Kelly, excuse me. Chip Kelly left to go coach offense at Ohio State. They had a new coach last year. That could have played something
Yep. Yeah, new coordinator.
and, that could have played something in his production, but listen, if he wants to go pro, he's gonna have to have a year.
This is the money-making year. So, overall, Joe, I mean, I think we like the offense. We've talked a little bit about this. This is gonna be, this team wants to run. This horse wants to run, baby.
Yep, and has the ability to throw that I mean, I had
Yeah.
Lagway as my number 2 quarterback in the, conference.
Yep. Yeah, I think Lagway was my 3, and I'm with you. I mean, he could have been 3, he could have been 2, he could have been 1. I think DJ Lagway is gonna be really, really good. I think he's gonna be the number 1 pick in the, what would that be? The 2028 draft? Is that the one he'll be in?
27, he can go the next year, can he?
Yeah, but he'd play college football in 27. Alright, I'll have to think through
It'll
that.
be the
But
20s. He was a freshman last year in
you're
24,
right, it's the 27. Number
25,
1 pick in the
26.
27
Yeah,
draft.
27 draft, yeah.
Number 1 pick in the 2027 draft. Or that might be the Jeremiah Smith draft, so I'm going on a tangent here, but a top
He's gonna
quarterback taken in the
he's going to be
2027.
very good. He's going to make a lot of dollars outside of the dollars he's already making, so
Correct. So we love the quarterback, we love the running back, we love the line, and Joe, I love the defense.
oh, yeah, buddy. Lot of
I love
depth,
that D
lot of
line's gonna
depth.
be good.
Yeah,
Sapline, Banks,
you
Jones,
can't just stop at that front 4. You gotta go I mean, they're basically gonna be playing 7 or 8 guys on that front.
their
I mean,
front 8 is awesome.
it's gonna
Such a
be
good call out.
it's gonna be a very large and athletic and hard to move defensive.
Yeah, I agree. That front 8 is gonna be the front 7, but the depth with the 4, is gonna be awesome. Linebacker crew is gonna be good. I've got some questions on the defensive backs, but they're all older guys. They're all juniors, seniors, so you've got some
Yep,
experienced defensive backs. They're gonna be ready for
yep.
the challenge.
I remember some of these. I remember, like, Cormani. I remember him, uh, Bama recruited him pretty heavily, um, and he was a big talent. That was still while Saban was recruiting, and,
Yeah.
so, it's Florida. At the end of the day, there's talent in the state of Florida. There's talent on that roster.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ton of
Napier's,
talent.
he's not a bad recruiter. He's not the best recruiter, but he's not a bad either.
No, he's a solid recruiter, and Florida's filled with talent, so he's always gonna have decent teams.
3-star from Florida usually outsigns a 4 or 5-star from about 45 other states.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Your 50th best guy in Florida is gonna be, you know,
Go
way
put
better
go
than
put him
your
in New Hampshire, and he'll be the best player to ever come
yeah,
out of New Hampshire.
way better than your 1st or 2nd player in one of those insert Northeast states. That's a really good call out. I Joe, I usually like to let you go with key games. I think there're gonna be a ton of key games. You wanna
No, you can't.
give
I mean, like I
me
said, I think I counted when I went and started writing them down, and I go, "Well, I'm just gonna run them all down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7." So 7 of their 12 games I circled as key games. So I don't even know if it's worth it to go at them one by one.
Yeah,
We can touch on what's special about them as we go through the schedule. For
yeah,
my
let's run
on my
uh,
notes, I don't know if y'all probably can't read those. On my notes, under my section trap games, I just went dot, 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 all of them. Like, so,
they have
I
7
mean,
trap games. It's gonna be an interesting season.
the only thing I will say about a trap game for Florida is at Kentucky, only because Stoops coaches so well against Florida. It took him so long at Kentucky to get over that mountain of beating Florida,
Yeah,
and then they beat him like 3 years in a row after. So, could coming off a big game against Georgia, um, and then going to Kentucky be an issue? I think definitely it could be, especially if Florida does what I think they're gonna do and wins in Jacksonville and is on their way, to a possible playoff bid, then, yeah, I think
yeah,
that could be a trap game. But again, it's like, how do you find them in this,
I agree. You
every
wanna
game
dive
is a
in? You
different
wanna go through
schedule.
the
There is
schedule?
no
We'll do our
there is
50-50
no
classic,
week off. I
pick
mean,
each
I hope
game,
that
and
they've
then determine
grinded
a winner,
themselves
loser.
to the
How's that sound?
bone all the way up until the end of June, and then I hope they didn't do anything in July because they're going to, they're gonna need every ounce of energy they have to make it through this schedule.
Yeah, this is an absolutely brutal schedule. Um, alright, let's start at the top. Long Island
Best case
University.
best case best case, worst case, what you got?
Oh, yeah, best case, worst case. Sorry, I think you're going in and out. Best case, worst case, I'll start. Best case for me, 10 and 2, make the playoffs. I think Florida could potentially win the national championship, folks. I think they could be that good. So, best case for me is 10 and 2, make a run, national champions. Worst case for me, 6 and 6. So that's quite a spread.
Yeah,
What about
I've
you,
got
Joe?
I've got 10 and 2, 7 and 5.
Yep,
Yeah, that's a pretty good spread.
that's a big spread.
Yeah. So,
All right,
alright,
you wanna go one by one?
one by one, Long Island.
The Sharks. The Sharks versus the Gators. Give me the Sharks. Just kidding. 1-0 Florida.
Alright, South Florida.
2-0.
Any chance that game's interesting?
No. Maybe in the first half.
I've got 2-0 there too. At LSU, the first of many key games for Florida. Um, they've gotta go
I'm taking
through.
LSU in that one.
Are you? I,
Yeah.
early in the season in the, Death Valley, it could be a situation where LSU's staring down the barrel of going 1 and 2 to start the year.
They're in the pressure cooker. It's a good
They
point.
are. I'm gonna go Florida. 'Cause I don't think LSU's gonna be able to stop the run, and I think Billy Napier's stubborn enough to run it on 3rd and 5, and, uh, and I'm gonna go Florida. I think they're gonna win a pretty tight, maybe a nasty game. Maybe we get some hurricane weather down there, some residual rain, and Florida grinds it out. Did I lose you, Daniel?
Yeah, you were saying you're going with Florida?
I'm
Florida
going
with
with
that one?
Florida. Yeah, yeah. I don't
Alright.
know if any of that's gonna come through on the pod, but basically I told you why. I don't think LSU can stop the run, and I don't think that Billy Napier, he's stubborn enough to run it on 3rd and 5, and when they can't stop it and just keep going to the well, I think they win kind of a nasty game. Maybe we get a hurricane with some rain, residual rain down there, and it's sloppy, and early September game in Louisiana. I just think, you know, about the only team that survives the swampy habitat of the Bayou Bengals would be an alligator. So,
The other
well,
swampy
other
habitat of
swampy
the
people. So
Gainesville,
I'm
Florida
going
alligator.
Florida. All right.
Alright, I'm with
At
you.
Miami?
Oh, Florida.
I think Miami's gonna have a rougher year. I think they're
I'm never
actually gonna
I'm
be
never
a
picking an
yeah, I
ACC
actually think
team over
Miami's
them.
gonna be pretty decent, and I think Beck's gonna play fine, but I think the cast around him is not.
Yeah, I'm bearish on Miami. I'm bearish on Carson Beck, and I'm bearish on Miami. Give me Florida on that one.
All right, so we're off. Texas at home.
Oh, man. Give me Florida.
I got Florida too, baby. I got Florida. Florida right now is 5-0.
Whoa.
Florida is
Whoa.
Florida is
5
5
and
and
0 with
0
3 top 10 wins.
with yep, Florida is 5 and 0 headed to Texas A&M. Everybody knows because they listened, they liked and subscribed.
Mhm.
They are about to play 5 and 0 A&M in College Station. This one is so difficult to pick. I think the Gators
Give
find
me
a way
the
to get
Aggies.
6 and 0. I
Give
think
me the
I
Aggies.
yeah, I lost you again. Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I've got the Gators going 6 and 0 against the Aggies.
Oh, you've got the Gators winning.
Didn't I have that in the last video? Did I have A&M? Am I just turning into a fanboy of whatever team we're talking about? I thought I had the
I can't
Aggies
remember.
losing 2 in a row.
I like it. Let's keep it rolling. So we got the Gators 6 and 0.
Yep.
Probably number 1 in the country if it plays out like this.
Very well could be. Um,
Mississippi
actually,
State
I'm
got the
sitting here,
win.
I'm trying to find I'm way too bullish on the Gators for my 10 and 2 ceiling right now. There's a loss in there somewhere. There's a loss. I keep looking at the matchups and I keep taking Florida, but there's a lot. Something's happened. They've lost in here somewhere.
Are you back?
I'm back. Yeah, yeah. We keep
I'll
getting
edit all this
disconnected.
up, but I keep losing you.
Yeah. So there's a loss. I'm too high on the Gators. It's 6 and 0. Um, there's a they've messed something up. There's a loss in there, but we'll go forward. So they're obviously they're going to beat Mississippi State.
Yep, Mississippi State's a win. Georgia,
Uh,
neutral
Georgia,
site.
I've got the Gators winning that one too.
Give me the Gators. Oh my gosh. So we're at 8 and 0 for Florida. So f
I'm
we're
telling
gonna have
you, they
Florida going undefeated.
here's the issue with this is they're not going to be able to handle the grind. But every
No.
time I look at these one-on-one game matchups, I tend to think Florida's going to win it. So
Yeah.
Florida probably. I know we have them at what do we have them at 8-0 now?
8 and 0 right now.
Okay, I know we've got them at 8-0. The more realistic scenario is they've dropped one of these games and they're 7. But I do like it on paper when
Um,
you're just looking game to game. I really do like the
at
Gators.
Kentucky's a win for me.
That's a win. At Ole Miss,
That feels like a Florida win for me.
feels like a Florida win. Tennessee at home in the swamp. Lock
Florida,
of the season, ladies and gentlemen, right
Florida,
here. Tennessee does
Florida.
not beat Florida in Gainesville.
Oh, Joe, was it 2 years ago when Tennessee was, like, the hot
Telling you, baby.
team, and they went to
Yes.
Florida, and you we were eating at shout out Rocky's Deli. We were
2
having lunch at
weeks
Rocky's
2
Deli.
weeks before the game, I told you, "I love the
You
pod,
said,
Daniel,
"Put all the
hottest take."
money
Yeah,
all the money," and, like, yeah, Tennessee was a heavy favorite, and you're like, "Put all the money in the world on Florida, guaranteed," and they stomped them.
beat
They
him like a
stomped
drum,
them.
baby. Yep.
I
Uh,
can't even remember, what was that? It was like, they beat them like they were up like 30-10 or something, weren't
yeah,
they?
they I mean, I think the game ended up being 10 points or something like that, but Florida
Yeah.
had just absolutely drug them through the mud down there.
Stomped them, drug them.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
so funny. You're like, "Lock
Florida
of the
does not
century."
lose to Tennessee. I mean, you can basically there's been too many games. Go back and look at all these last second wins Florida had when they were atrocious, and Tennessee wasn't much better, but they were awful. Tennessee should have won the Butch Jones years where Tennessee was trying to be good, but they weren't. Uh, uh, Florida does not lose to Tennessee in Gainesville now. And I've said it all. I've let the cat out
Yeah.
of the bag, and I might have just killed the magic, but I don't think Tennessee's won in Gainesville in 20 years.
Yeah, they've got their number for sure, and then the finale, Florida State, that's an easy
A
Florida
win.
for me.
So
Florida State's gonna be bad.
so here's the thing. I've got a best case scenario. I've said 10-2, but
And you just did 12-0.
we just went game by game, and I preseason haven't watched a snap of them this year. On paper, I like them to win every game. Now they're not going to. There's no way anybody goes to that schedule. But there's not a game that they're not gonna be very well equipped to win
Oh,
as
yeah.
long as
They
Lagway
could
is healthy.
I said it once, and you and Tuck gave me a hard time. This is a team that could win the national championship, folks. I'm gonna keep beating that drum. This is the team with the potential to win the college football national championship. You make the playoff, anything can happen, and when you have a guy like DJ Lagway, and you can do it. It's possible.
I don't know if I'm there. I don't know if I'm there, but
You
it's
just took them 12 and
incredible.
0 against the hardest schedule ever.
I know,
And
I'm
you're
having a
saying you
really
don't
hard
know if they
time
could win it all?
talking. I know. They can go 12-0 against one of the hardest SEC schedules I've ever
Ever.
seen, and
Yeah,
but they don't worry, they definitely won't win it all. Like,
but they won't beat Ohio State or whoever the
no, I
SEC team they place
listen,
in the playoffs.
that that was an exercise in futility because I actually don't think they're gonna go 12-0. I just think the schedule's
No,
too difficult from an attrition standpoint, but man, when you look at them
they'll find
individually
a
game
couple
by
losses
game,
somehow.
yeah, when you look at them individually game by game, it's like, why not this team?
This is a really good football team. I
It's
think
gonna be a
that's the
good
take
football team.
from
Yeah,
this. This is
I
gonna
think
be
so.
a really, really good football team,
Yeah,
and we think Napier's a good football coach.
I do. Yep, I
Yeah.
do. I really think they're gonna beat the brakes off Texas this year. I,
Love it.
they get them in the swamp. I
Yeah, at
still
home.
we'll talk more about Texas when their turn comes, but,
That's gonna be a dogfight. That's gonna be fun.
listen, Florida, I know they're not gonna forget the ass whooping they took last year in Austin, and it didn't have to be that ugly. Texas kinda left the foot on the gas in there,
Yeah,
and it was against a Florida team that was playing, didn't have Lagway, didn't have Graham Mertz, and was playing their quarterback was a transfer. I can't remember which school it was, but it's an Ivy League school. He's a transfer from, like, Penn or something like that, and he just didn't have it. I mean, there's a reason there's the Ivy League and then there's everything else. Right? He just didn't have it.
Ivy League football and SEC football are not the same, folks.
Not the same. And in Texas, Texas made it a lot worse than it had to be.
They put it on them. Yeah, they put it on them good, which happens.
So you
Alright,
circle
Florida
that
fans.
game because I think there's gonna be what comes around goes around.
Oh, yeah. The big SEC guys, they like Florida. They like Florida a lot. It's gonna be interesting. This could age really poorly, which I'm excited
Oh,
about.
dude,
Let's
it
see how
could be
this
real
goes.
bad. That 6-6 floor, 7-5 floor, we could be in bad shape. And listen, it could. The 3rd game of the year in Baton Rouge, they lose a close one, then they turn around and find a way to fumble down in Miami, and it's like, "Oh my god, now we're 2-2 to start the season," and
They
just
could
like
start
that,
2 and
it's
4.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they will, but that
No, but you
I mean, they're
could.
They're gonna beat Long Island and South Florida, but then, like, LSU, Miami, Texas, Texas A&M, those, like, the Vegas spread on all 4 of those games is gonna be so tight, and they're gonna be coin flip games, so,
And if they're
yeah, we
not,
had
then
a
load up
bet.
on the Gators.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if that Texas spread comes out and it's I mean, yeah, they're gonna be even, going into Miami, they'll be favored against Miami, but, like, yeah, it's gonna be a tight spread, give me the Gators. If that Texas spread gets a little wonky, give me the Gators. I could see LSU being like a at least like a midline favorite at home. Probably give me Florida there. I mean, this could be a really fun gambling team against the spread just because 'cause they're gonna have
Yeah,
some really tight spreads where we think Florida's probably gonna be a better team. It's
yeah.
gonna be interesting.
Yes, it will.
All right, Gators, you heard it here first. Good season to look out for,
That's
folks. This
right.
is coming from a Bama guy and a South
This
Carolina
is the
guy.
first year of the Billy Napier era where you should have pretty high expectations.
I think you should have really high
Yeah,
expectations.
you should.
All right, Daniel and Joe are out.